I was born in the 90s. I'm a girl. It was never my dream to be an engineer. शादी कर लो, ये कर लो, वो कर लो. Oh my god, I might succeed in life. There was no social media. I just kind of ran away. I faced burnout acting my whole diet or doing harsh exercises, sustainably fit, Pilates kind of stretches. I don't do DIYs that much, I'm too lazy for that. Tried everything. I do a lot of detox. Hi, I'm Vitasta and you're watching me on Fit Tak.
Hi guys, this is Bhavna and welcome to yet another episode of Gupshup Gala, your go-to space for well-being, beauty, lifestyle and well, a lot of real talk. Today I'm very happy to be joined by someone who's not just glowing from the outside but also radiates from within, the very vibrant and inspiring Vitasta Bhatt. Welcoming Vitasta first.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Your name is very beautiful, by the way,
Thank you
and
so
so
much.
are you. I have to say that. But tell me something. I mean, it took me a while to get used to the pronunciation. But tell me, what does it really mean?
My name is actually a Sanskrit word for the river Jhelum. That's in Kashmir, where my parents are from. So yeah.
Oh, well, I have to say, I mean, from a tech girl to now being a wellness star, you have come a long way, right? But we will begin from, like you said, from Kashmir, from Jammu, because that is where you're from. Let's talk about your childhood. I mean, just growing up there, what was that like? How did it shape you to be the person that you are today?
I grew up in a pretty average town, not even small, but small kind of mentally, if that makes sense. And in a very strict household, which makes sense because I'm a girl. Not being
just makes
a
sense.
misogynist, but I was born in the 90s, so you understand there was not much exposure about everything. So I grew up in a pretty normal household, and my childhood was kind of normal. Yeah, there was nothing, no hardships, or parents were nice. They were strict, but they were really nice to me, and my school was great, my friends were good. So I had a really good childhood. I'm really grateful for that.
No, but then tell me, because like you said, when you come from a very average sort of schooling in ways, right? And you're studying like computer engineering, which is like perhaps dream for a lot of people, and then you suddenly decide to get into content creation.
Actually, I think I can admit this now. It was never my dream to be an engineer.
Okay, then why did you get into
For my parents, of course. So because
story of every house?
yeah, story of every household, that I didn't know. I had a dream in doing something artsy or in fashion and something like that, but then I realized that my parents won't be happy. It's not like we didn't have a discussion or anything, but I just assumed myself that if I do something in tech or
Right.
things that everyone else is doing, I might succeed in life. So that was my own decision, but it was inspired by a lot of factors. And then in the middle of college, I kind of realized that I'm not made for this, but I completed my degree in 4 years, no problem. But there were a lot of problems there when I couldn't understand a few subjects and stuff. But I used to take part in every annual function, very
Artistically, you were there.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was there and I did everything in my college. So by that time I realized that this probably is not for me, but I still went with the way. There was no social media at the time. So eventually what I wanted in my childhood, it came through in my adulthood in some godly way, I don't know. So yeah, here I am.
But tell me then, because I still find it very difficult to tell my parents something that I really want to do, because it's always like, oh, I don't know if they'll be okay. But taking such a leap of faith, because you're literally kind of putting something that you've really worked hard for 4 to 5 years aside and embarking on a different journey completely. When you actually broke it down to your family, how did they react?
They didn't like it, of course. I didn't break it down to them unless I was actually successful. So they really thought that I'm still working in Mumbai, and I'd never told them. So that's
You started. Oh, wow.
yeah, I started without telling them. They had no idea that I'm doing something else sideways. And when I started earning money from content creation and stuff, and I decided to leave my job, I didn't tell them. And when I left my job, it was a year of leaving my job and stuff, and then they came and they were like, "You're not going to work, what is going on?" They came to Mumbai and they saw me, and I told them, I broke the news. I see I'm famous and people like me, and this is what I do. And they didn't like it, but they didn't force me to do anything. They were like, you are an adult, you make your own decisions. And then उसके बाद से it was my own responsibility कि मुझे अपना life आगे कैसे करना है. बीच बीच में आता रहता है उनका कि you should have done that, और I told you वो टाइम पे ये करना था. Whenever ups and downs तो आते रहते हैं. But then it's like they never really pushed something on me.
Do you
and I'm
think
really
you being financially independent kind of helps? Because I think that security comes from a place where they know that, okay, whatever she's doing, at least she's on her own.
Yes, parents only want the child to be secure. So I think when they realize that there is money in other things as well, and it's not like something illegal, of course, like they even enjoy my content very much now. It's been 9 years. So I did not face any such problem like that, but basic जो एक लड़की को घर में face करना पड़ता है, all those things I have faced, and my only thing to get out was literally get out of my house. Like I just kind of ran away.
You did? Oh my
Not exactly, but they knew where I was, but I never find excuses to not go back home and stuff like that.
This happened after them knowing that you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
किस घर पे जाऊंगी, they'll be like, क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो, ये क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो, शादी कर लो, ये कर लो, वो कर लो. And then I just kind of decided that I should move back.
No, but that's a great thing. I mean, you are very successful at what you're doing at this.
Actually, yes. They love watching my videos and everything, and they even encouraged me to make, if there's something they have in mind कि ये बनाना चाहिए, वो बनाना चाहिए. So they are very supportive.
That's so cool, right? Like from being someone who did not perhaps understand the field to now coming to terms with it, and also in fact guiding you and encouraging you. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I have really supportive parents like that.
Yeah, I hope everyone does eventually.
Yeah, I do hope.
So back then in 2014 when you actually saw TikTok and Instagram, which was not a rage back then. I mean, it's today a career, of course, but in 2014, to leave a career which you have already established and then get into this, not knowing where this is going to go, how did that happen?
I've always, like bachpan se, I liked acting. So it was a very distant dream. I didn't think it was ever gonna come true. But I was like, I want to act and stuff. And when I saw these apps like Dub Smash, Musical.ly, people were, acting and lip syncing to them. I really enjoyed that since बहुत पहले से. Even before these apps, I used to do like Snapchat lip syncs and all of that. I really loved doing all that. And favorite actors की mimic करना and ये सब. तो उससे I started on these apps, and some videos blew up, and that's how I got into this. उस टाइम पे as you said कि बहुत कम ये था hype, and people who did this were also very less.
Yeah.
So I was kind of one of those. So the few people who people actually recognize for doing this. So when these apps companies came to India and stuff, they also recognized us. They also started monetizing our videos and stuff. So उसमें मुझे थोड़ा like confidence आया कि yeah, actually this can go somewhere high. तो वो time पे my dream was like I might get into a good acting project and stuff like that. So I tried for TV serials and skits on YouTube, like big productions.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and I did a few videos as well. But वो dream shatter हुआ when I didn't like the acting माहौल.
The atmosphere you didn't.
Yeah, so जो dream आप screen पे देखते हो, that's really cool, you look great and everything, but then when you're on the set, I just didn't like the set life. Like waiting for your shot.
Yeah, sometimes after 12 hours, it's just one shot.
Yeah, it's just one shot, and after working so hard, you see the end result, they've cut down most of it. So it's like, I was like, I can't do this. So it was not heart shattering for me or anything, but I was like, I can't do this, so let me try something else. I'll switch to something else, because अब decide कर लिया है, तो like you have to go with it.
But aren't you just glad that you did it? Because
yeah, I actually am. I don't miss acting or anything. Yeah.
No, but tell me now, because on your social media, of course, we see a lot of you sharing about your physical transformation and fitness so much. One, let's begin with, when did that transformation kind of happen for you? How did it happen?
there isn't any great transformation because there's no big body kind
Yeah,
of
of course,
transformation. Yeah, but I've always been like, how do I say it? Like, criticized by people who are close to me, like relatives or friends or something, that were criticizing about my body ki, you know, you've started gaining weight or kya ho gaya hai tujhe and all of that. So that was kind of a trigger, not exactly an inspiration,
Correct.
but kind of a trigger ki like everyone is saying that, so maybe there's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
That started at a very young age for me, like in school basically. So I remember this one time in my tuition class. उस दिन के पहले I was like maybe in 9th or 10th. उसके पहले I never thought कि maybe I am
Yeah.
overweight or something. That girl just commented something on my flabby arms, and then that was the day that hit me, and it has not left my heart still. Like, you know, these little comments can actually shape your whole childhood like that. So ऐसे I've been struggling, and उसमें ही I have adopted a lot of fitness
Yeah.
lifestyles. बीच में I've changed a lot of things, did a lot of diets, बहुत सारे type के exercises and ये वो, and अभी finally at the age of 31 I am satisfied with my body, and it's not like कि I'm not working towards it, but I'm not hating myself
Yeah.
anymore. So I think that's a big achievement.
That's so important. I understand because I have been through it myself, you know. But tell me something. What age were you when that comment happened?
14.
14. Oh my God, that's a young age.
Yeah, it took me like, do the maths, it's like so many years to heal from that one comment. And it was not just one comment, it was uske baad to
I mean, there are barrage of comments, but I
Yes.
think one comment always stays with
Triggers.
you.
Yeah.
It's just that. So did it ever, because I don't know, I mean, growing up, because you are kind of growing up in a protective environment and then finally coming to a place because you came to Bombay pretty at a very young age yourself, and having to deal with all this, because, you know, as women, we are anyway very particular or concerned about how we look, and then we have people commenting on it. Did you ever have phases where you were not happy, or did you perhaps have body image issues at certain point? How did you deal with all of that?
I don't remember never having body image issues actually. Like, it's like kind of normalized in my mind कि I have kind of body image issues, तो मुझे उस पर work करना ही है. Anyhow, it's like अभी I have, even now I'm as in a healthy relationship, उसके बाद भी it really helps you when someone is there to support you and love you for who you are. Then you realize that, you know, it's like not that bad abhi. So I am starting to heal from that image and taking things slow with my body. And abhi I also feel before, मतलब 5-6 साल पहले देखे and अभी देखे, even internet has become more accepting of different body types. पहले it was like, if you're skinny, if you're not skinny, if anything else, then you're fat. Like, there were only two categories.
Yeah, you're either skinny or you're fat. There's no in between.
No in between. Now you can see there are so many people you can see who look like you. So you don't feel alone like that. So I think that also helped a lot.
But can I ask you, like, growing up, because these are your formative years as well, where you're transforming from a teenager to becoming the woman that you are, and to deal with all this, because I come from a place where I understand exactly what you've been through. Where did you reach out, or did you reach out or talk to people when you were feeling very low or were in doubts about how you look? Because that could also it's not just the workplace, it could also lead to problems in your relationships, people you talk to, because you're constantly doubting yourself because of the way you look.
Yeah, I don't really remember some person who would really help me like that. It was just me, or probably my mom. I would sometimes talk to her, so she would be encouraging me to, you know, eat healthy, or because I was away from home, so there was, like, I was on my own, so healthy khana and all of that is very difficult.
Yeah.
To do everything on your own. So जब भी मैं घर पे होती हूँ, it's all good. When I'm outside, my parents encourage me to do stuff. And last जो मेरा fitness एकदम transformation था, my dad was the one who encouraged me. So like, my folks have been there, but even some people really close to me, they always like criticize and stuff. So it's been a mix of stuff like that. But now I am pretty okay with how I look and everything, and I'm working. And it's not like I'm trying some harsh diet or doing harsh exercises. I can't let my body go through all of that.
It is, and please, I mean, you don't have to also worry about anything. You look stunning.
Oh, thank you.
So you don't have to. I mean, I understand, like, you know, it's been a journey, but I'm so happy that you could come to a
Yeah,
place
but
like
I
that.
wish I knew it earlier.
Like, yeah, we all wish that.
Yeah, because my younger self wouldn't have gone through so much stress about it.
What is that one thing you would tell at this moment to your younger self when it comes to just being happy with the way she is?
I'm gonna tell her that you looked really good. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, just stop it. Don't be so
Yeah.
worried. You're so good.
You look really good.
Yeah, I'm so glad you've come to that point. But if I may ask, what is your fitness routine now like? Like, what do you practice usually to stay fit?
It's pretty slow. I go to the gym, and sometimes I mostly work out at my house. There is a gym in my society, so it depends on the timing. I take my routine very slow. So one day it's upper body, then lower body, then core and cardio, and I go on the walk in my compound, and that's it. Like, it's pretty basic, nothing hardcore. And my meals are also pretty basic. Like, I have stopped eating carbs, kind of. Not completely stopped, but I'm avoiding carbs for now. Yeah, and just basic, staying hydrated, eating a lot of veggies, and just avoiding rice and aloo and stuff. That's it.
Everything that we like.
Actually, yeah, I wish, but then
Yeah.
that's I used to eat everything, but now I'm like कि ये एक kind of एक step है मेरे life में कि चलो ये भी try करके देखते हैं कि इससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है. So yeah.
No, but tell me then how, but you know, because I have also tried everything and I'm consistent for a while, then I lose motivation, okay? Tell me, how do you remain consistent and motivated on days when you don't really want to? Like, you know, after 5 days, I'm just like, maybe 2 days I can rest. But how do you like not give up?
I tend to give up a lot as well. Like, please, I do give up. But one thing that keeps me motivated is मेरा end goal जो है, that is being sustainably fit. It's not about losing a lot of weight or looking a certain way. It's about being, you know, happy and feeling good about yourself. Because when you're not fit, there are some things like during travel you have to sometimes walk a lot, or you know, some things require more of your energy. And when you get tired in small things, you realize कि नहीं यार, this is not right. So for me, abhi, it's not about that. It's about building my stamina and being a stronger person. Because you know, with age, you can actually get a lot of illnesses. That so many reels I'm also seeing कि ये करो अभी नहीं तो बाद में ये होगा. So to avoid that now, that is my goal, to have a long-term fitness sustainability.
No, that is so true, because I feel like the moment you leave India, it's so much walking.
I know, and to stay consistent, when I'm not feeling like working out, तो मैं YouTube पे कोई video देख लेती हूँ कि yeah, working out when you don't feel like working out. So they have kind of few Pilates kind of stretches and ये वो, तो 15 मिनट का होता है कि चलो इतना तो कर ही सकते हैं. Like, just keep your body moving.
Okay.
या फिर नीचे अच्छा मौसम है तो वॉक करने चले जाओ. लाइक लिटिल थिंग्स. इट्स नॉट लाइक यू हैव टू डू द होल रूटीन. जब मन नहीं कर रहा है तो ऐसे थोड़ा थोड़ा करके जस्ट कीप योर
but just keep your body moving. Don't just like lie down.
Stay
and
stagnant.
just, okay, perfect. I mean, that's a great advice actually. But tell me now, because we've spoke about fitness, and fitness directly links to how glowing your skin is. So let's talk about that. Like, what is your skincare routine? Because I think today skincare routine has become such a huge thing.
Yes.
But do you prefer like a lot of like those 10-12 steps that we see on reels, or are you someone who is minimalistic when it comes to skin?
I've done both actually in my life, because when I started skincare, I was obsessed with it. So I tried everything. Obviously, everything works as well, but then
Like those 12 steps?
Yes, I've done everything, and then sometimes it's like you don't have time, and kabhi your skin doesn't need all that. When you're eating good, when you're hydrated and you're working out, your skin automatically is
Yeah, true.
glowing.
It
So you don't
reflects,
need all of that. So, but basic though I do. Cleansing, toning, moisturizing is my go-to. I never skip it, day and night, never. So that is one thing I've been doing, I don't know, for a decade or more than that. So ये मैंने कभी skip नहीं किया है. Otherwise, my skincare is pretty simple. Like, it's just this.
I was just going to ask, what is that one thing that you never skip? when it comes to your skincare.
I never skip my skincare.
Yeah.
I never skip moisturizing, and I never go to sleep with my makeup. Never.
I used to do that.
Even if I came home
yeah.
at 7 a.m., मतलब पूरा दिन जागे and 7 a.m. घर पे आए, I will still remove my makeup and then go to sleep.
How
I
do you
just
stay
can't.
motivated to do that?
I just can't do it. I don't know.
But you know, because you're so exposed on social media, like people are always looking up to you. Do you ever feel that pressure of looking a certain way or always be ready for camera?
I used to actually, but then I feel like social media now has become more accepting. It's both. Like you get more criticism also, but it's more accepting also. There are like two sides, Abhi. So my focus is mostly on the positive side always. So I don't feel that pressure to always be ready. There are many videos of me where I've just put a concealer and a mascara and a lipstick, that's it. Like no heavy makeup. I even go out without makeup, and sometimes people see me, meet me like that. So I don't feel any kind of pressure in doing that. So I think it's mostly because of the change that people have in their minds. Abhi they're more accepting. Uski wajah se
Yeah,
it's-
you can
there's
be
no
yourself.
pressure. Yes,
yeah.
I think so.
But when you did face that, how did you deal with it? Like, did it ever cause, like, you know, oh my God, I'm not ready, I can't be on camera, like those
Yes,
kind of
it did. It did. There were so many times when my hair is oiled and ये वो and बाहर जाना, I'm like I can't go and stuff like that. उससे deal वैसे ही किया कि like just like grow up from this. Like this doesn't matter. You just have to realize it internally कि this doesn't matter and just be in your skin, because you know you weren't born with makeup.
Of course, I mean,
So,
no
yeah.
one was. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But is there a skin or a beauty DIY that you swear by?
I don't do DIYs that much. I'm too lazy for that.
Chalo, kuch to is there where you're lazy, because I'm like, oh my God, she's so motivated and consistent with workout, with skincare, everything great.
No, I don't do much DIYs, but I just never skip, you know, washing my face and moisturizing. That's the only thing.
Perfect. That's a great tip for everyone. But you know, like when I'm talking to you, I can sense that you're very, despite all the success that you've got on social media, you seem to be very grounded and spiritually inclined, according to me. Is it something that comes from a place where you have, where does that grounding comes through for you personally?
I'm actually, yes, spiritually very spiritually inclined, and thank you for saying that. I'm grounded. But I don't know where it comes from. It's just who I've been, like, since I remember. I've never had that feeling like I'm on the top. Maybe it comes from my insecurities a bit, or being like having an imposter syndrome, that where you feel like you don't belong where you are, so you have to stay humble. Maybe it stems from that, but then eventually I've grown up into this person. Is just who I am. So I'd have never thought about कि कहाँ से आया or whatever. It's just how I am.
No, and I get what you're saying. Sometimes I feel you feel like you don't know what you have done to achieve
Yeah.
this. Again, like, because today everything is algorithm based. There's always this math that every 2 days you need to post something, or 3 days you need to post something. So in this scenario, how do you believe in digital detox at some level? Do you do that to at least heal yourself at some level?
I do a lot of detox. I go completely off grid for some time, and even my audience knows that. And I do that mostly for my mental health. I take my mental health very, very seriously, always. I've never like done something that I don't like
Right.
to do. So
It is important.
it is
Yeah.
very important, and
And what do you do to de-stress yourself from all that anxiety and burnout that you face?
I face burnouts, and then I tell myself that you have come so far, you can go farther. It's in your hands. You can take a day off. It's okay.
Yeah.
So that's just like me telling myself it's okay if you didn't shoot today. It's okay if you didn't do anything. It's fine. We'll do it tomorrow. It's just like kindly talking to yourself. Actually taking care of yourself.
Like, so important, and it's so simple, but I feel
very
it's the
simple.
most difficult thing to do while it's very simple.
Yeah, you cannot, like, I understand why people let that pressure come to you, but I think मैं वो phase से already गुजर चुकी हूँ, so मैं निकल गई हूँ, and now I like focus on myself completely. तो मुझे कुछ अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है उस दिन आई विल नॉट वर्क. So it's just that.
But tell me, I mean, what does a day like that, when you're resetting yourself and kind of like realigning your goals, what does that look like?
So basically I sleep a lot.
Okay, sleeping is the key.
Sleep a lot and then I've just moved to a new apartment. So उसमें ही थोड़ा थोड़ा कुछ ना कुछ काम रहता ही है. So I keep doing that. That makes me really happy.
Since now you've spoken about the new apartment, you're giving me cues. Listen, I'm not doing anything, okay? But you did mention it to me that the one reason that you got engaged to your current fiance is also because you got your name correct.
That's
At
not
the
the
first
one
go.
reason.
One
but
of the
like-
reasons, let's say.
Yeah.
But
he-
also, I mean, congratulations firstly on your engagement. But tell me, how has that kind of like having that kind of love centered you in ways?
Being loved for all you are and somebody not wanting you to, you know, change who you are and just loving you completely, it's a very surreal feeling. And I'm just enjoying this phase a lot. Like this is the kind of greatest phase in my life. So yeah, it's been a great 1.5 year that I've been with him, and yeah, it's really surreal.
But how has this relationship kind of like changed the way you look at love or the meaning of love for you? Because I'm sure it's changed over the years.
Yes, I've realized that love is more than a feeling, it's a choice that you make every single day. So, with that, your love can stay consistent forever, like for literally ever. And that is the choice you have to make every single day. And it has also taught me to become a better person myself, and taught me a lot of things that I lacked maybe, and to improve that, not in a bad way but in a good way, like to improve myself, to become better for this person, to be more kinder to this person. So वैसे I feel like कि मैं I've become a better human being since I've been.
But is there anything that we should be looking forward to? Because engagement तो चलो हो गई है.
Yeah.
But I'm sure your people that who support you immensely, they want to hear more on where this is heading, how this is heading.
Obviously it's heading towards marriage, but I can't reveal.
Do you have a timeline? Let's not give a date, but maybe like a timeline.
Let's say next year.
Okay. I think that is good enough. But maybe like if you want to add like Q1, Q2. That's too
have
much. Okay, but you know, now because we are coming to the end, I want to know what's your go-to tip for someone starting their fitness journey now, or who listens to this podcast and is inspired by your journey and is like, okay, I need to take care of myself. What's the 3 tips that you'll give them?
You have to listen to your body. Please do not listen to all these videos and reels. Like listen to them. I also listen, but then find out what works for you. धीरे धीरे try different things and find out what works for you. For example, कुछ लोगों के लिए cardio works a lot. For some, strength works. Cardio personally tires me out a lot. Like I get exhausted and it just doesn't make me happy. Instead, strength training makes me really happy. I love going to the gym and lifting weights. Yeah, so that is something for my body. It might not work for you, it might not work for other people. So the first step is finding out what makes you happy. Because if you are happy when you're working out, that's when you'll stay consistent. You know, अगर आप बहुत exert कर लोगे एक ही बार में, then in 4 days you'll be like मुझसे नहीं हो रहा है, and then you'll stop.
That's also the trick, to be consistent then.
Yes.
Because if you enjoy it, then you'll be consistent.
Yeah, you have
with
to.
it.
And secondly, you can. I have not done that, but that's something I want to do. You can take up a sport. Sports are really fun and they are very like endurance भी बहुत बढ़ता है उसमें, and you can take a sport and be fit in that way. You'll enjoy it and you can also.
True. Is there one more advice that you have?
Just never hate yourself. Just keep loving yourself in all stages. Even if you have a lot of weight put on, still like be okay with it. Love yourself, love the process, and love what you've become in the end.
Do you have a dream collab in mind? Be it like if you had to choose between beauty brand or fitness brand, which one would you choose?
Beauty brands. I love beauty brands.
It's time for our Gupshup Kala viral rapid fire. So you have to answer fast, no filter, and let's go. Okay? So one fitness trend you think is totally overrated.
HIIT workouts. I hate them. I hate them so much.
Okay. Skincare products that's not worth the hype.
Oh my god. night creams. You can literally use the same moisturizer.
Oh, really?
both
I also got some. Okay, lip gloss or bold red lipstick?
lip gloss.
Okay, what's in your gym bag that would surprise people?
A lip gloss.
Okay, apps forever or glowing skin forever? Pick one.
Glowing skin.
Okay, one healthy food you secretly hate.
Kale.
Oh my god, yeah, I
ew.
get it. Go to song during a tough workout.
Running up the hill.
I get it. Would you rather have no Wi-Fi for a week or no beauty product?
No Wi-Fi.
Really? Wow. Okay, one beauty trend you wish never existed.
Oh my god, that is so difficult. I actually feel like these 12-step skin routines like take a lot of your time. And do you see that those videos where people are like, you know, they have everything on their hair, they have 20 masks on their face. Like, I wish that never existed. Like, I think that is just a gimmick, but I still feel that's too much.
Hot take. Fitness is 80% diet. Agree or disagree?
I think it's 60-40, not 80.
Okay, be honest. Have you posted a fake candid?
Many times. Like, all my candidates are fake.
Okay, Santorini or NYC for a solo trip?
Santorini.
Okay, perfect. I think that with this we come to the end of the discussion and this conversation. Thank you for being so authentic and
Thank you
real.
so much.
You know,
for
I
calling
genuinely
me.
feel like I connected with you so much
Yeah,
more.
same.
It was really heartfelt for me. So thank you so much.
Thank you so
and I
much.
hope that we can see you again, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah. And before we go, of course, I have this last question. I want to know, what does success really mean to you now beyond this fame and success that you have achieved? Has the meaning changed?
Yes, before success was money, but now for me success is the freedom that I have. Like now where my life is and will take me is completely in my own hands. So I feel reaching at that point where you don't have any regrets, that is successful.
Oh, that's lovely actually. And all the very best to
Thank
much
you.
more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And to the listeners, if you like this episode, please like, share and subscribe. See you in the next episode of Gup Shap Gaal.